Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we're bringing you a gameplay of the Nightmare Cathedral. And we're doing this gameplay for two reasons. One, because there's literally like 12 hours left to back this game, and this is a GameFound exclusive art love letter to a incredible artist, and it's honestly a fairly incredible game.
But the second and the more important reason is that this game is awesome, and we just had to have an opportunity to show you how awesome it plays.
We just wanted to hang out. It's a good excuse for us to spend some time together and dive into a game that we've really been enjoying. And it's not us that have been really enjoying it. The whole reason I'm covering the Nightmare Cathedral, because I'm going to be honest, until I knew who the artist was,
you were intrigued by the art, though we were looking at it.
But it didn't sell me.
Correct.
It didn't sell me. And it's not because the art isn't beautiful. The art just doesn't feel like the board game space. Because it's not. This is, honestly, coming from an artist that I'd seen and appreciated before without ever really recognizing his work. The morbid, the curiosity, the horror and occult. It is so beautiful what is created here. And then you take that and you apply it to a game that Board Game Co., John Gets Games, MVM, Our Family Plays Games, everyone's saying it's excellent. And so, from my side of things, I had to get my hands on it. Even if everyone's already covered this game, half the people watching it, have already watched other people covering it. It's not like this is an exclusive or anything like that. We're on the last day of the campaign, and I still want to play it. And I'm going to make a little bit of a note or a brag to all the other content creators that have had their hands on this prototype.
Yes? You have something special?
Hey, Board and Dice. By the way, I know the prototype's sitting in front of us now, but oh my gosh, immediately after this gameplay, it just completely disappeared. It lost forever. I have no idea what happened to it, so totally not possible to send it on to any other content creators, because...
Yeah, the miniatures just went missing.
Man, wow.
I don't see where they went.
I just couldn't find it, and it's definitely not a thing that Shira and I are going to continue playing from this point until we get a final copy of it. Hint, hint, hint.
Because guess what? This falls into almost one of my favorite genres of all games ever. This is area control, and oh my gosh, I love area control games. And so
done
I am super excited.
In a fashion that works at two players.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. That area control games usually don't work at two players.
And
they don't work well.
I don't like area control games.
And
they're not my favorite genre. But what is unique about this is going to be the fact that you're upgrading your actions. You have this little puzzle that you're solving on your own with the nightmares coming out, and so it is area control. But there's so much other little nitpicky things going on that it's so fun to fiddle with.
That's what you need in an area control game. You need other mechanics.
I need something else.
Yep.
Something other than just straight area control.
Do you want to give them an overview?
Yeah, we'll give you a sprint through, and then we're going to dive into the game. We'll talk you through as we do this. Honestly, John Gets Games has an incredible hour-long, step-by-step tutorial how to play. It's how I learned the game, and boy, does he do good work. So, go subscribe to him. Go check out his video if you really want the nuance and how the game runs and functions. But if you want to hang out with us, if you want to do what Quackalope does best, which is spend some time playing games with some friends, that'll be the experience. And watching me destroy Shira on camera.
Not in area control.
Which normally happens. Okay, overview of this game. Nightmare Cathedral is going to be broken down into two core phases. We'll have a phase before the cathedral is built, and we'll have a phase after the cathedral is built. The main objective of the game is going to be to score victory points. Victory points will come from a variety of different sources. Primarily, and first and foremost, a collection of dream cards, which are secret objectives that you can complete depending on when the card tells you. This track here that has victory point markers, depending on how high you get your different chits. Area control, with specifically our castles in different regions and how high we've built those fortresses up. And then finally, points based on what nightmares have consumed what miniatures or what little followers here on the board. You do want your followers to be consumed when you get to the second phase of the game. The core premise of the game is going to be taking actions up here on this action rondel or this action track, right? We'll go through 3 entire rounds of the game, with each round in a 2-player game consisting of 6 actions total. Now, the nice thing that I really like in any game is a game that gives me an excuse to pay attention while the other player is taking their turn. In this case, the way they do that is Shira will take an action by moving into one of these 5 regions. That'll be a top-level action according to one of her cards here. Perform Ritual, Summon, Fortify, Maneuver, or Develop. And you'll watch us go through these as we play the game. In response to her action, I will get to either confirm or dissent from that action. taking a bonus action on her turn. And then I'll take my main action and she'll get to do the same thing. There's this nice back and forth. You're always giving the other player something. And if they've upgraded some of their cards, which will be the coolest element of this game, if they've upgraded some of their cards, they'll get stronger responses to the actions that you've taken.
Similar to Earth in that whole area on top, where you get to program something and other players get to take action. So there's some simultaneous play going on.
Yeah, so from there, we'll continue taking actions until we've played enough dream cards to build all of the Cathedral. This is the advanced style of the game. Normally, the Cathedral will be built from round to round. In this version, we're going to be driving endgame by playing our own victory point cards. These different actions I won't go through in detail right now, but we will have upgrades that'll skin over them. After the Cathedral is built, meaning all of these tower pieces have came out onto the board, we will summon and spawn 2 different nightmares onto the table that we'll then start to be able to control. We'll flip this board over, making it a giant gaping maw, which is something that we can throw our minions into, driving one of the various endgame conditions, and we'll upgrade every single deck, the fighting deck, the general card deck, and the dream deck, into Phase 2 cards. These will give us more nightmare control, more victory objectives, and harder enemies to fight. And with that, I think we're about ready to get started.
You gotta give us our upgrades first. We each start with 1 upgrade.
Yeah, and there's one other thing that we need to do, which is...
Favorite text. Are you ready? Open your eyes. Do you see the perilous land of dreams and nightmares before you? A vision of beauty and horror is but the first step on your way to become a strategist, a conqueror, or perhaps even the victor. Delve into the disturbing landscapes and choose your destiny. Will you follow your personal dreams to project your power? Will you tread the ritual path leading you into lucidity? Will you embrace the nightmare and satiate the eternal hunger of the Cathedral? Whichever you choose, steel yourself for a brutal and treacherous conflict, for your opponents embark on this journey with the same goal as you, and even the land itself rises up to resist those who wish to become its masters. Ready.
Cool. So we need to start by, we'll flip cards until we find an upgrade for you, and then an upgrade for me. So many single ploys. You get a ritual upgrade, and I'm getting a maneuver upgrade. You always start with 1 upgrade established.
And right now there's only enough upgrades for all 5 cards in the first deck. The next deck will have the rest of them. So knowing what upgrades he has means that there's 1 less available. And now we each start out with 3 cards, and we start out with our basic combat card.
Yep.
And then would you like to go first?
So the question, Sharon, do you want to leave the nightmares for random at the end, or do you want to understand what nightmare we're going to be summoning?
Random at the end.
Okay. We are going to be playing with the cat, the little skull.
The Nightmare Kitty. Whenever you command another nightmare, move the Nightmare Kitty up to 2 movement points before or after. And if it shares the area with the commanded nightmare, pounce to eliminate up to 2 units in the current area, or feast to devour 1. Cool. Oh, you're eliminating 2 units or devouring. Interesting. Cool.
Which is a little bit of a different twist.
Yeah.
This was a extra little bonus expansion they sent.
And he's so freaking cute. I mean, look at his artwork.
Absolutely adorable and terrifying. He's cuddling with a skull.
Yeah. He's pouncing on it. It's
okay.
A ball of yarn.
So, I will start, I suppose.
Yes, you will. We're going up there according to the turn rounds, and so right now it's on his green marker.
And I have upgraded maneuver. The question is that what I really want to do at the moment? And I need to check my dream cards to see what endgame I'm looking for.
Oh, yes. Do you want me to read you what the dream cards are over here? I don't know if you can see them as well.
Sure. I mean, I'm not drawing them up yet, but sure.
Okay. We have a marketplace of face-up dream cards, and then we can always draw from the top once we've completed one at the end of our turn. Dream forts. At the end of any player's turn, have at least 1 level 3 fort. Dream upgrades. Anytime have at least 2 upgrades. And dream battle. Anytime lose a battle against the shadows. And the shadows are kind of like an AI third player, these gray guys that are out on the board. And for all intents and purposes, they count for control on the board.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move my person over to movement. Receive 4 movement points. Then eliminate 1 unit in any area with your followers. Then perform a conversion in your shaper's area. Then resolve 3 conflicts. So I'm going to... Oh, this is actually kind of brutal. So I'm going to go... I can't actually do what I need to do. This is really terrifying. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Are you taking back your turn?
I might immediately take back my turn. I'm going to go to develop, not maneuver.
Oh,
It's too much. It's too much. It's too aggressive.
maneuvering.
It's too aggressive, Shira.
Okay.
I cannot do it right now. So, develop. Play up to 2 cards. A maximum of one of them may be an upgrade, then draw 1 card. So I'm going to upgrade my summon.
How do you always start with another upgrade in your hand?
All the time.
You deal awfully.
And then, I can play 1 more. I'm going to produce 2 shadows in an area under any player's control and resolve 1 conflict. So,
Produce 2 shadows.
oh, shadows.
Did you understand that?
Yes. Shadows.
Not you.
I don't want to do that, though. I want my own people. I will convert up to 1 unit in an area adjacent to your shaper. So, an adjacent area, converting a unit.
Okay.
Can do that legally. This
then,
goes into the discard pile.
Yep.
And then you can confirm or dissent, but because you are not adjacent to the spot, you can just toss it up there if you want.
Okay.
This is dissent.
So I am going to, you did develop, so
I do get to draw a card, though.
Okay.
You can have that one if you want.
Yep, fine. Was that another upgrade?
No.
Okay.
I certainly wish. Okay. And do I get complete either of these, and do I want to discard either of these to draw up? I do not, and I do not. Okay. Your turn. This black meeple moves. I move back into the shadow realm.
Yes, and you always have to move to a lighter spot that is not adjacent to you, and adjacency counts for all those little red arrows. So my options are either going to be fortify, maneuver, or develop. I think I am going to fortify. I am going to, so can you move me into that middle area, fortify?
Move into the middle.
I'm going to spend either 1 or 3 of my followers to build either 1 or 2 fort levels in areas under your control. And so I am going to spend 1, 2, 3 from over here, 2, 3, and then I'm going to build a fort level here and a fort level here.
And I'm going to dissent, and I am not going to spend 2 followers to build. Instead, I will choose to draw a card.
And then unit limit on the board is 3.
Yep.
And then you can move me down into the dark area, and it'll be your turn.
This steps forward. Oh.
The one problem with playing on camera is that this track is super far away from
well,
my
and
short arms.
I'm also short and stubby, which doesn't help.
I said my short arms.
Excuse you. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? You're just intimidated because you're going to lose horrifically.
Nope.
Horrifically. Alright. I'm going to maneuver over to this summon location. Each area under your control produces 1. Ba-doop. 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 Each marked area, which is currently the tombstones.
So the shadow creatures are going to produce 1 up here. And
Tombstone.
when it says the marked area produces, it's whoever has control over the marked area. So because it's on the tombstone on the turn tracker, this tombstone is going to produce 1, and I'm going to produce 1 in this
Receive
tombstone.
1 movement point, then perform a conversion in your shaper's area. Then resolve 1 conflict. So I'm going to maneuver this shaper over here, convert this pipsqueak into that pipsqueak.
There's no conflicts to resolve.
And there's no conflicts to resolve, which is kind of what I wanted. Then I'm going to activate a dream card, which is at the end of any player's turn, have 2 or more followers in at least 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you have the thing that upgrades you to have 4 followers in 1 area?
I do not, so this one could not have been made.
Okay.
Either way, I still get to do this, which is really what I was focused on. This is going to go into my personal scoring pile. It scores me 1 point, but it also starts driving endgame by building
The
cathedral.
And then do you want 1 from the top of the deck, or do you want...
So what are the options? Can you just hand them to me while you take your descent action?
Yeah, and so my descent action, you went to summoning. I can climb 1 gray step specifically of the ritual track. And these are going to give us points and upgrades and more actions along the way. And then I'll move you into here. I am going to take the summon action as well.
Okay.
Can you move the black marker ahead? It's going to be the tree. So each of my forts produces 2.
Yep.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Wow.
Well, 1 can't go in here because I already had there.
It's very aggressive.
Each of my forts produce 2, and then each marked area produces 1. It's the trees. Oh, I can produce 1 up here.
I do get a green.
Green gets over there, and there should be another tree. You do get another green down there. And
You're too kind.
And now you can conform. One of your forts can produce 2.
I never conform.
Or you can climb 1 step on the ritual track.
One of my forts produces 2, climb 1 step on the ritual track. Sadly, I don't have a fort that can produce 2, so I'm just going to go up the ritual track by 1.
Okay.
Actually, it's kind of like a sad debuff.
I don't really mind.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Any dream cards?
No dream cards. Did you take 1 from the top?
I took 1 from the deck.
So I push another 1.
Yep.
This one is, at the end of any player's forts have 2+ level 2 forts.
Okay, I'm going to move over to the maneuver area. Receive 4 movement point. So, I'm going to go ahead and start shifting people. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then eliminate 1 unit in area with your followers. I'll go ahead and slaughter this pipsqueak. Then perform a conversion in your shaper's area. Conversion for that one. Then resolve 3 conflicts. There's a conflict happening here, but I think that's the only conflict existing on the board. So Shira, I must perform a conflict. Okay? I'm going to play my basic combat, which means this will come back to my hand after this is done. Flipping 1. I am dealing 1 damage. They are dealing 1 damage. And sadly, actually... Did I choose to move 2 up there? I did choose to move 2 up there. Why would I have done that? Can I not have done that, or is it too late because information's been revealed?
Too late. Information's been
All right.
revealed.
So this is neither a victory nor a defeat. I believe this is a tie. So I don't think anything happens.
Oh, shucks, darn it.
Word. So this pops in here. I then am going to play a dream card. At the end of a player's turn, have presence in at least 5 areas. So I do have that. That is worth 1 victory point. It is also going to progress our little tower here 1 step farther. And can you hand me the stack of cards there while you decide if you're confirming or dissenting? Not that stack of cards.
Oh, you didn't separate the 3+ out. Any of the ones you've been doing 3+ or 4?
Where's the 3+ symbol?
Top corner?
Yeah, that one I just did is technically 3+.
Okay.
This one's 3+. I didn't even see that symbol in there when we were sorting. So, because we missed that, I will debuff myself in a way, but I will have only moved 1 person into there instead of 2, because what I was trying to do is the card that I drew up, which is the same exact effect, build the Cathedral, score 1 point, but it allows me to lose a battle against a shadow.
Okay.
I will have done that instead of the 3-point card.
That's 4 players.
Okay, well.
Those are all single players?
Yeah, I just don't see a...
Equivalent card.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
I need 1 card when you're done. All the decks can accommodate for 2, 3, and 4 players. And that deck we did not notice had all of the cards mixed in.
So, what do we want to do? I could take this one, which wouldn't build the Cathedral, but it's lose a battle against an opponent.
Okay.
The opponent would count as that thing.
Sounds good.
So I will not build the Cathedral, and then what I'll do is I'll draw 2 of these randomly.
Okay. And then I need 1 randomly as well, and then I can create the market afterwards. Thank you. Sounds good.
Let me see if these have card designators. No, we did it right with all the other decks. We just didn't do it. I didn't see it on the Dream deck. I looked, but it's a little light.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright. What you took the maneuver action this turn.
I took the mover action. Have you responded to that?
I don't believe I have. I should be drawing a card because I can only dissent. So, drawing a card. I'm going to do the develop card over there. Move me over. Play up to 2 cards. A maximum of these may be an upgrade. I'm going to receive 2 movement points and then perform a conversion in your shaper's area, then resolve 1 conflict. I'm going to do 1, 2, perform a conversion in my shaper's area, and then there are no conflicts to complete. And then I am going to do this again and receive 2 movement points and perform a conversion in your shaper's area.
Oh, have we been correctly? I should have.
1,
You just removed 1.
2.
I just did a battle.
1.
So I have 2 down here.
Okay. I don't think you've removed any of mine
No.
and put them in limbo. And that was the first time I converted with you.
Okay.
Alright. Those were the 2 cards that I've been playing, and then I get to draw a card.
And I get to respond, either draw a card or play a card. I think I will play a card.
Okay.
I'm going to perform up to 2 conversions in a single area adjacent to your shaper, then resolve 1 conflict. So, this goes into the discard. I'm going to convert both of yours.
What? Perform up to 2 conversions?
And then we are fighting. So, we can each play... You could play 2 cards if you wanted. I can play 1 card.
Yeah.
And you don't know if I want to win or lose.
I don't. Alright.
Okay?
Yep.
2 attack, 1 defense. 1 attack, 1 defense. I block your attack. You block one of my attacks. I take out your unit, but I do not take out your keep, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then the combat card comes back into my hand. Okay?
Okay.
And then it'll be your turn.
Yep. So, I think the right thing to do is to move over here and perform a ritual. Climb on the ritual track. Climb 1 step before or after you finish spending followers. So I'm going to start by spending followers, I believe. So, let's see what we're working with. Okay. A moon. A moon. A tree. A tree. A grave. A thing. That'll give me 3 movement.
I am dissenting, so I'm going to draw a card.
Well, you don't dissent right now. I'm still going.
Oh. Are you going to be drawing a card?
Well, no, but you don't.
Okay.
You don't dissent till the end of my turn. So 1, 2, 3. That's from that movement there. I could have actually moved someone to... I'll do 1, 2, and then I'll do 3. Because this moves up there. This can move 1, 2. Then I get 3 more movement. 1. What do I want? I want a grave. 2, 3. Because then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Then I can do the tree. And I can do...
That grave?
I can do this grave. Holy cow! I don't know if that's the smart thing to do, but it's certainly what we've done.
In here in the moon?
And then I get to do a free move up here, which will allow me to establish this down on level 2. I've got nothing left, Shira. Holy cow.
No worries here.
That was quite an action. But I do trigger climb at least 4 steps on the ritual track in a single turn. At least one of them must be blue. That's 3 points, and we are building the cathedral. So I finally get to place that brick that I tried to place originally.
Congratulations.
You can confirm or dissent. You can dissent.
I have to dissent.
That was fun. But now I have no one that exists.
Who's my dreamer?
Who's your dreamer?
Oh, that guy up there?
Yes. That could let you take 2 actions. That's a cool card. Because you could reposition your dreamer in a way that allows you to retake the action that you just took.
Yeah. Yep.
It's the only way you can take it double dip.
Alright, move me up to fortify, please.
Moving to fortify.
Spend 1 or 3 of your follows to build 1 or 2 fort levels. I am going to be spending 1, 2, 3 to be building 1 and 2.
Drawing a card.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be your turn.
I feel like I need followers, but I'm not going to take followers. Instead, I'm going to move over to the upgrade develop area, and I'm going to play perform ritual upgrade, and then I can play 1 more card from my hand, and I will produce 2 shadows in any player's control, then resolve 1 conflict. So I'm going to produce 2 shadows. Let's do it right. What would be annoying to you? Let's do it right here, and then I'm resolving a conflict.
Okay.
With you, of course.
Yep.
Okay. They have 1 defense and 1 attack.
2 defense, 1 attack.
Okay, so neither of you do anything. And you end up victorious, so you can play an upgrade card or draw 1 card. And then you can confirm or dissent
Going to draw a card.
that action.
And then you are over in where you want. You're on develop.
Yep.
Can you move the turn tracker on where it's supposed to be? I believe it's 1 step further because you're taking your turn. And then I'm going to draw a card.
Okay. Turn tracker shifts onto you. Oh, can you please hand me the dream cards that were available?
1, 2, 3. All right. I am going to.
So I should have had this in my hand.
Okay.
It's play at least 1 upgrade and start a battle, both in a single turn.
Okay.
Which is
Yep.
what I just did. Are you okay with that?
You have a lot of dream cards, dude.
Yes, but
Okay.
I should have had that because that's where I was going. Building a fort.
This would be the next one that's available. All right. Where am I at? I am going to develop. Can you please move me over to develop? Where you're at?
Okay, there's your marketplace. Spawn another one. Develop. All right.
Where's my basic battle card? I believe I got rid of it. Here it is. Basic battle card never leaves your hand. That was just too many cards short. Do I want to develop?
Remember, you could always discard dream cards if you don't think you're going to complete them.
Can you?
You didn't know that?
No. I thought you had to keep them until
No,
you
we
complete them.
went over that a few times.
No, I don't remember that. Okay. I am going to actually maneuver. Can you move me over to maneuver? Where was I before this? Okay. Receive 4 movement points and then perform a conversion in your shaper's area and then resolve 3 conflicts. I am going to do 1 movement point, 2 movements, 3 movements, and then I am going to perform a conversion in the shaper's area.
Have you been putting your people down here whenever you get removed or attacked?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 4 movement points, perform a conversion. I believe I only did. I moved 1, 2, 3. I could have moved another one. I don't think there's any I really feel strongly about. Then resolve 3 conflicts. I'm going to resolve conflicts here, here, and here.
Okay.
So do this area first.
Okay. Shield and attack.
Just an attack.
So it's going to hit you.
Yep.
Defeat.
There.
Add up to 2 shadows to any single adjacent area.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
Next one will be up here.
Okay.
And then I am going to play these.
Okay.
3 attack.
2 attack.
Okay.
So you wipe each other out, but you still control. So at the end of the turn, move your Dreamer to any night space. Pretty nice.
My Dreamer to any night space. Okay. I will decide that in a minute.
Yep.
Get rid of this. And then the last one is up there.
This will be 1 shield, 2 attack. Okay. So it's taking you off.
1 attack.
Defeat, add 1 shadow to each area with at least 1 shadow. So shadow strengthen. Like that.
Okay. I am doing this. Dream battle. Initiate at least 2 battles in any one turn. Build
Nice.
2 cathedral
Ooh.
levels, please.
Spicy.
This should have had 1 more out. And then, can I complete 2 of them in 1 turn?
Can you
2
complete...
dream cards in 1 turn?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and then have at least 3 followers in limbo as well. And so then I will draw dream cards after that. And then I get to put myself in any location that I want. I'm going to put myself here.
There.
And then you can conform or dissent while I pick dream cards.
And this was on which action?
This is on, I was doing the maneuver. Yep.
So conform would allow me to produce a total of 2 in areas under your control. Dissent would let me draw 2 cards. I'm going to dissent. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Alright.
I'm drawing 2 from the top.
My turn?
Yeah, your turn.
Okay. I would like to go to... I think I need to go here. And that should be... Is that in the right area? Tree?
Where are you going?
Going there. Each area under your control produces 1. Each marked area produces 1. So I produce only 1 here. But marked areas are going to be the trees.
Tree?
So this produces a shadow. This is actually... It's really hard to get your people out.
Can they have more than 3 in an area?
I don't know if there's a specific limit for them.
Looks like they can only have 3.
Yeah. So
This area produces nothing?
Yep.
Okay.
Receive 1 movement point, then perform a conversion in your shaper's area, then resolve 1 conflict. So I'm going to move from here up to here. I'm going to convert here. And there's no conflict to... Actually, that would be a conflict. But I can't remove your castle. So I don't even know that I want to convert there. Let's not do that. Let's have moved my... I'll move my shaper down instead of this minion.
It's still going to be a conflict.
Still be a conflict.
Move it over there and convert with one of theirs.
There's still a conflict. To stand. Sure, I'll do that, which means we are going to be fighting.
You just converted me, so
Yep.
you can't put my characters over here when you're converting.
Don't remember. So you and I are going to be fighting.
Yep.
I can play 1 card, you can play 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh! That's very, very aggressive.
I'm very dead.
Wow. I should have just played a violence card. Taking out your castle. Oh, man. It's very aggressive. You can confirm or resolve.
Oh, you are on the summoning. You're on summoning?
Yep.
Okay. I can't conform. I can resolve, climb 1 step onto this track.
Alright.
Alright. And then move
the marker.
This goes up here. This goes over there. That would produce that. That would produce that.
We need to get new table. Table getting more squeaky.
I am going to actually summon as well. So he's not. The shadows are not going to produce up there. You can produce one down here. Each of my fortresses produce 2.
Okay.
2, 2, and the tombstone produces another one over here.
I am going to painfully dissent.
Okay.
Because
You can conform.
I can, but I would only produce 1.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get the full benefit of it.
Okay.
So.
All right, your turn. Move the head.
All right. Oh man, what do I need to do?
And then I am discarding one of the moon cards. Those are 3 plus. And drawing one up.
This is really painful. I spent too many people. I had so much nice board control, and then I spent all my people to do stuff, which was awesome. It was a lot of stuff, but now it's really taking the wind out of my sails, if you know what I mean. I'm going to move here. Receive 4 movement points, then eliminate 1 unit in any area with your followers. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't hiss at me.
Oh, man. Eliminate 1 unit in any area with one of your followers. Going to remove you. Then perform a conversion in your Shaper's area. Then resolve 3 conflicts. No conflicts resolved except for this one. This is not going to go well. Basic combat, 1 damage.
2 defense.
Whoa, that's actually fine. I do get defeated,
die.
though. What's the defeat condition? Add 1 shadow to each area adjacent to the cathedral.
You're saying it has still 2?
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's whoever retains control. Alright, that's the end of the cycle. You can decide what you want to do.
Can you please put me over...
Well, no, you have to confirm or dissent. Did you do that?
No. You were on which one?
I was on the movement.
You were on maneuver. So I can dissent. I can draw a card.
Okay.
Alright. I am going to... What do I want to do? I have plans.
What do you want to do? Tell me, Shira.
Put me on fortify, please.
To do? Fortify.
Okay. And then I am spending people. I am spending 1,
followers.
2, 3.
Okay.
To build 2 levels. I am building 1 over here and 1 over here.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 in order to build 1 fort level. And you will shift down. And it's on to me.
That was my turn. Alright, wait. Next round.
So that just moves down. Just continuing with the cycle.
Okay.
I am going to move over to...
I'm playing a dream card, sorry. At the end of any player's turn, have 2 plus level 2 forts.
Nice.
It's 1 level of the cathedral.
1 level of the cathedral?
Yep.
Okay. So I moved over to upgrade or summon. Each area under your control produces 1. So 1, 2. Each marked area produces 1. Currently we're in the winged mark.
What's a fortress versus a fort?
Huh?
Fortress versus a fort. It says your shaper's in an area with an opponent's fortress, or have at least 2 forts.
Your things would be forts. My things would be fortresses.
Okay.
I think it's just a language difference.
Okay.
I think it's plural versus single. Man, this actually doesn't benefit me much. Oh. Man. Okay. Receive 1 movement point, then convert in your shaper's area. Converting. And resolve a conflict. I'm going to force you to fight here.
Okay. I'll play this.
Oh, sorry. And this produces... This does not produce. And you produce one here. You're welcome, sure, is what I was trying to say.
Thank you. Here we go. Draw a card?
Yeah. They have a defense and an attack. They block your defense. They take out one of your people. You still control this area. So victory, you may spend one follower from the conflicted area to build one fort level there. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Move me down to the side.
Did you only trigger one conflict?
Yep.
And that was your summoning. And I can descent, climb one step on the ritual track. I will climb here. So it has to be a grave step. Alright. My turn. I am going to go to develop over there. Can you push me up to develop?
Yep.
Play 2 cards. I am playing an upgrade for summoning over here. And then I am playing this. One of your forts produces equal to its level. Putting 3 people out onto the board. And then I can draw a card as well. And I can complete both of these, have upgrades for the following, ritual and summon, and have at least 2 upgrades.
Wow. They build anything or no?
No.
Okay.
I will draw this and this.
I'm going to choose to descent and draw a card. Okay. You shift back here.
It's your turn.
Yep.
Do you want to move the turn tracker? I had one.
Not really. Oh, man. So, I'm going to go to fortify. I think I'm going to spend 1, 2... No, that doesn't make sense. We're going to go to movement. For movement. So, 1, 2, 3... Too much people, they're too powerful. 4. Then eliminate 1 unit in any area with your followers. We'll eliminate. Then I get to do a conversion. I will convert. Then resolve 3 combat. 1, 2, 3. Start up here with you.
Okay.
Okay. 1 attack.
2 attack.
2 attack. So it takes out one of yours. You take out it, and you get to draw 1 card.
Playing both of these, win a battle against the shadows and win a battle against an opponent. 2 levels of the fortress, please.
Wow.
Thank you. And
That
I get to
is
draw up.
just mean.
I get to draw up if it's not the end of my turn. Dream cards?
You get to draw. No, you don't get to draw up dream cards till your turn.
Okay.
Yep.
What if there's no more dream cards?
I don't know what to tell you.
This one is discarded.
I mean, we will be driving the fort being built, so I assume once dream cards are played, they're played.
Okay.
There's only 3 more sections of the fort.
Okay.
And I see 1 fort build.
This is a discard, so does it get I would assume it gets shuffled in and turned over. Okay.
Okay. Second battle. Here. 1 attack, 1 attack.
What do I get for winning the battle?
Alright. Told you, draw a card.
I did not draw a card. Okay.
1,
Oh,
1.
interesting. I was wrong. Okay.
Climb 1 step on the gray ritual crack.
Where did
or
you
draw
put my
a card.
Where did you put the guy you took off?
Put him here.
What?
Move up a track on gray, or draw a card. Okay. And this next battle is going to be mine. I can play 1 card. I'll do this, I suppose. One attack. Sadly, I lose. Add 1 shadow to each area with at least 1 shadow, so that shadow is going to stay. This shadow is going to be added.
There's 4 already. You can't.
You're right, yep.
Just 1 down here.
Yep, I did.
Okay.
Okay, it comes back into my hand. And...
Can I descent now?
Yes, you can.
Actually, I can...
Confirm if you want.
I can conform. You were on maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
Produce a total of 2 in areas under your control. I will. I am going to produce 1 here and 1 here.
Okay.
Alright, and now I'm going to go over to upgrade ritual.
What do you mean?
Over here, sorry. Just
this.
ritual.
Ritual.
I don't have any... I can't produce because I have no more in any area.
Yeah.
Can I draw back 1 at any point?
Yep, absolutely.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because you can only use them
piles of 3s.
in piles of 3. So I'm pulling 1 back to produce it in any area. I'm turning these down because I need this and this. Excuse you, don't laugh at me. Just knocked down my tower. And I need this and this. Because this is all perfect information. So then these can both go up. I have an endless amount of movement. I need put it close enough so that it can move in there because I'm going to need more in here and more up there. Okay, let me start now. Produce 1 in any area. Draw a card. Okay. Climb on the ritual track. Climb 1 step, blue or purple, before you start or after you start. Finish spending followers and spend your followers and units in limbo to climb up. I am going to bring off these 2 and these 2 to push these both up. This gives me 6 movement. Well, let me leave 1 in each for now. This gives me 3 movement.
One clarification. I thought it was the case, but I wanted to double check. The only followers that should be in limbo are ones that are removed during a conflict, not during a swap.
Okay.
I don't know how many have been there.
Okay.
So we'll play it.
Okay.
But just keep that in mind. I thought that was the case, but I didn't know for sure enough to say anything yet.
Okay. I think you told me to put them all there.
I don't. There's definitely been some from swaps, but
move there. Now I have 3 movement that I can do.
I think you've also been in a lot more combats though as well.
1. Okay. 2.
That doesn't work like that.
1.
Where do you see connection?
2, 3. 3 movement. Okay. And now I am moving you up 1 by pulling this off. This. Pulling off this. This. Pulling off this.
Not interested in moving me up 1?
No. Then I'm going to move this up 1 by pulling off this and this. And that gives me another 3 movement. This can be pulled off with this, but I still have those 3 movement.
Why am I over here?
I need stuff.
Remember.
Do I have any in moons?
No.
I do have in moons.
No, definitely not.
Moon and gravestone. I actually don't need the 3 movement. I can use this. I can move him.
Yeah.
Put him over there. And then I'm going to do 1 moon. And then these 2.
You can build a fort level.
For this. Build a fort level. I am going to build a fort level. Come on. Stay.
There's 1 angle.
I know. There we go.
It's not that hard to find.
Okay. I build a fort level, and then I can pull these guys out, right?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2,
3 movements.
3 more up the track. Can they be purple movement or just gray?
I will double check just to make sure, so that I tell you true. Tell me true. Da, da, da. Yep, it could be gray or blue.
Okay. 1, 2, 3 movement.
Wow.
And then my free movement is going to go up here, which this allows me to move that guy Which I don't need to, but...
Regal. Well, no, it's not just move that guy. It is move him. You must move him to a space, and then you do a convert. That's not how that works. Shira.
He flies.
Shira.
You see his wings? He can move there.
No, move him somewhere else.
Why?
Shirchaven. Leave me alone.
I'm like, he's illegal there. And this doesn't actually go down to Valhalla.
You're fired.
Alright. I did all that.
How dare you? The gumption.
Spent all of my things, climbed all the rituals.
You're a gumball.
And now I can draw up dream cards, which I will grab these two. It is your turn.
All right.
I need to put out people on a board.
Yeah, tell me about it. Man, oh man, you're my
You had such a
best
great
friend.
lead in the beginning of the game,
To
and
the very end. No, not after that nonsense. I don't know who you think you are. All right, we're gonna go.
did you descent or anything or conform?
I did not. Climb one step on gray, and draw one card, or draw one card. I only can descent, so I have to draw.
Why do you get to climb one step and draw a card?
Huh? I have it upgraded.
It doesn't say draw a card.
Yeah.
Where?
If I conformed, I would.
It's the... it's the ritual.
Yes,
Gotcha.
ma'am. Okay, so I went to summon. Each area under my control produces one. So one.
Oh, you went to
One.
summon?
Receive one M movement point, then perform a conversion in your shaper's area, then resolve one conflict. So
I am climbing... Oh, it's here, done.
going to use my movement point to
What you gonna do?
what you gonna do? You're a silly little tomato. I'll move there. Perform a conversion here. And then I resolve one conflict. I'm going to fight you. You can play
Where?
one card. Where the castle is.
Isn't it one card per level?
Nope. I will burn down your forts, madame. Cruel vengeance will be upon your brow.
Give me 1 second.
You can always just, take the hit. You'll still technically win the combat.
I know, but give me a second. I don't want... You probably have a card that'll reward you for destroying a level of a fortress, so...
I actually don't. That would be great if I did. Be fantastic if I did. I don't. I'm just resolving a conflict. I mean, do you want me to fight here? I can fight here if you want. Great. I will fight here instead, since you're taking so long.
No.
Change my
Got it.
plans.
Got it, ready?
Okay. Alright. So neither of us do anything. Trash.
Trash and trash. And I win the battle.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Okay. You get to... There's actually a benefit to fighting the Greys if you think you can beat them, because it gives you something.
Yeah.
You get to go ahead and conform or descent.
Moving up one level on this track.
Okay. Shift me down, please. It is your turn. And move our marker to the tree.
Okay. I'm going...
Sorry, each marked area also produces one, which was the graves. So graves cannot produce one, and graves for you. Yep.
Thank you. I'm going over here. And playing down... Develop. And do I want to do that, or...
Go ahead and hand me the pile of cards. Need to shuffle them.
Here you go. I'm going to upgrade this. And then... Oh, I can't play another card. Oh well. It's still the best option. And then I'm going to draw a card.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I draw a card as well by descenting. Okay. You step back. I'm going to fortifications. I can spend one... Ooh, do I want to go to fortifications or do I want to go to the other thing? No, I'll spend 3 of my followers. 1, 2, 3 to put down 2 fort levels. And I will do 1, 2.
Is that it? Is that it?
Shira!
Yeah.
You should start with me.
Move you down into the black area. You went to fortify. I can descent. Spend 2 of your followers to build 1 fort level or draw a card.
I don't...
Draw a card.
I'm not a big fan of game, you know?
Okay.
Man.
I'm going here.
Hmm.
Did you move this yet?
No.
Okay. Goes here. I am going to summon. Each area under your control produces 1. What's wrong?
I'm climbing a track. That's it.
And 1. Then all the wings produce another 1. Wing.
Oh, sorry.
Wing.
At the end of any player's turn, have at least 4 forts of any level.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Does that build it up?
It does. It builds this.
Cool.
Show the audience the castle.
Cathedral.
And please hand me the last dream card there. We're about to summon nightmares. This game's about to take a turn, dear.
That one's hard to accomplish.
Yeah, you gotta, like, destroy forts.
Yeah. That's why I haven't been taking it.
If this got destroyed, I would have it.
I did wing, and then where's the last wing? Here they don't produce. Okay. Each area under your control produces 1. Each marked area produces 1. Receive 1 movement point and then perform a conversion in your shaper's area. Then resolve 1 conflict. I am going to move him here.
Come on.
Perform a conversion.
You leave me alone.
And then resolve a conflict.
Don't you dare.
I will resolve this conflict up here.
That one? It's not the one I thought you were gonna do.
Whoa, which one? Oh, this one. No, down here.
I thought you were gonna do the one that literally you just... Okay.
Why?
No reason.
Oh, because you're not adjacent to anything. You are adjacent to stuff you control. Doesn't help. Those give you points, the forts? Why would I want to take down your fort? Okay. Nope, we're gonna do this one. There's obviously a reason. No, we're not doing this one. Fight here. Fight yourself. Fight the enemy. Down there.
Okay. Flipping. Playing. 1 defense, 1 attack. I have 2 attack. We both pop off. That is very depressing.
It was a battle. You should probably go down there to the void.
Don't do that. I don't do that ever.
You're going to see the reason why. Then if any player's turn, your shaper is in an area with an opponent's fortress. Which is why. Couldn't take you down over there. I wanted to accomplish that. Okay. And then perform a conversion, I did, and then resolve a conflict, I did. Did you conform? You dissented over there?
Yep.
Alright. Your turn.
Oh, man.
Alright. I can't... Do you have ones that can build the fort?
Oh, yeah. Yep, I do. Certainly do. If only you were not murdering me every step of the way.
Not murder, not me.
Do you not have ones that build the fort?
The one I have is very hard to accomplish.
Mine too. So it's advanced and not advanced gameplay. And so normally we would just be spawning one with every round.
Like,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What do you have to do?
I have to eliminate in any way, including devouring, at least 4 shadows in a single turn.
Okay, so you need to position yourself to fight with them.
I know, but I don't have enough cards that
That's
have
true.
attacking.
That's
That's
true.
the hard part.
Yeah.
So.
Fair. All right. What is it that I want to do? Because you are a really mean person. 1, 2, 3,
No, not me.
4. But only give me 4. 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I like this cathedral. Why'd you show them that side?
Because the gate's about to go up.
No, but this side has a really cool design. Okay,
It
focus
does.
on your turn. Where's that side? That's not a pleasant sound for the camera.
Why not?
It's gross.
I'm gonna go here. Receive 4 movement points and eliminate 1 unit in any area with your followers. Sadly, I don't have a ton of followers. That's the complicated part. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to eliminate you.
How are you eliminating?
It's my ability. Then perform a conversion in your Shaper's area. I'm going to convert you. Then resolve 3 conflicts. There's no conflicts other than this conflict, so I'm going to fight the heck out of these guys. I don't even have good stuff. So, come on. Die. 2 attack. 2 attack. Literally 1 defense would have done it. Oh, bullocks.
You both kill each other.
Yeah, we do.
Here's your basic combat. You shouldn't get rid of this.
Such a shame. Such a shame, Shira.
Is it?
I needed that.
Okay. I drew my card for your descent. Move that in there. And then... What?
Can I rework that turn? I completely forgot something that I was trying to do.
Sure.
It's really important.
New
I
information was
literally
revealed.
no new information. It's I forgot that I was waiting to get to the point where the tree was the active zone.
Okay.
It's so important.
Okay.
So there was 3 people here. My Shaper was back here.
You didn't have control over that area.
This person was here. This person was here.
That person's there.
No. There wasn't a person here.
Yes, there was. You eliminated me. Remember? I said, how did you take me out of there? You eliminated me. I switched you out.
There's a person there. Okay, I believe that's where the board was. So
You had a person appear? You moved someone up here? When?
I moved them down because I had to have someone there to eliminate you.
Okay.
So the important thing that I forgot is this, because I was counting...
What action did you do last turn? Could we even have
the castle. Yeah, the castle. I planned for this. I just had completely forgot. Because here's why it's important. Sure, watch.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. I still don't get to it! Damn it!
Also, why do you have control in here? Isn't it 1 versus 1?
Castle always has control.
Okay. I like seeing you frustrated.
5. Each marked area produces 1. Your tree produces 1. This tree produces nothing. I do get 1 movement point. I can perform a conversion. So, flap my little wings over here. Conversion that one, which will result in me dying. Because I will say that we've played the cards for it. I'm 1 short. I'm trying to produce at least 7 followers. 1 short.
I hear you. See, the problem is I actually like the unupgraded version of summoning because you can produce, each of your forts produce 2.
Yeah.
Which would be 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yep.
Which is very easy to accomplish.
The problem is, though, that you can only get up to a maximum of 3 right now, unless you have a bonus card.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually not as powerful as you think. The dissemination of it's better because once you've used that card a few times to get your maximum at different areas, you can then spread and actually produce way more. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you. Are you done with your turn?
Stop it, jerk.
Well, you took a different action.
I did take different action. You can then conform or deny. It's a bad day.
Well,
bad day.
the problem is that I drew a card, and I don't know what card I drew. So.
I mean, put back one you don't like. I don't know.
Here. Take one at random. Okay. And then one of my forts produces 2. I will gladly produce 2.
So sad. So sad. You're winning in every regard.
You don't do well in area control.
General attractiveness, intelligence, ability to be a NICU nurse, skill at editing.
Actually, I'm not gonna produce...
Community fandom.
It's one of my forts produces 2. Darn.
Genuine kindness, like...
Fine, that's the only one that
nearly
do
every
it.
regard you're winning. The only thing I'm technically winning in is typical chaos. I've got you dominated in chaos.
Going over here.
It's like you're not even engaging with me anymore.
Don't want to.
And we'll get to draw a card whenever you're done.
I'm putting this over here. And play up to 3 cards. Don't want to play this. Climb 1 step. Yeah, I'm gonna play this card. Climb 1 step on the ritual track.
Shira.
What?
I just realized something. I gotta play this.
Why?
At the end of any player's turn, have at least 2 forts which are not adjacent to another area you control. I control this fort, but I do not control these. I control this fort, but I do not control these.
Well, I thought you had something here.
No, never did.
Why didn't we see this before?
Because I never realized it was a thing.
Okay.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Is that 2 levels?
No, 1 level. I'm just typically a moron.
Putzing away.
Putzing away.
Okay. I played 2 cards. Drawing up a card. Your turn.
Don't look at me, the moron. What do I get to? I get to draw a card. Alright. Come on, Jesse. This is your time. Have you been moving this track?
I just moved it right now. Remember, it was on the tree because you did your whole lunacy turn.
Anything else I want to do? No. Alright. For movement, eliminate 1 unit in any area with your followers. So 1. Very stressful. 2. 3.
4.
I'm not going to use the last movement.
Okay.
Going to murder you.
Okay.
Perform a conversion.
Okay.
Okay. Resolve 3 conflicts. I am fighting nothing.
Nothing.
You can choose to confirm or dissent.
I'm conforming. Produce a total of 2 in areas under your control.
Okay.
I'm producing 1 in here. And then I am producing 1 in here.
Well, do you move that black mark?
Yep. Move over here. Not there, but in here. Alright. Upgrading. Produce 1 in any area. I am producing 1 up here. Draw a card. Drawing a card. Climb on the ritual track. Climb 1 step for yada yada yada. Okay. Moon. Where's my moons? Double tree.
You're spending stuff?
1, 2. Which gives me 3 movement.
I draw a card for dissenting.
Do I have to take this right away?
The ability?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So let me put back my double tree. Because I need to see what is happening first. So, climb up here. 1 from angel wings. Another wings. Another tree. Another moon.
Moving up this track way too effectively.
Another moon.
You get to build a castle.
And this. Build this.
You have 3 3s out.
That. And then...
This is bad news for me.
This.
Chugga chugga.
Double trees. Which allows me to do movements. 3 movements. I need stuff in trees. So I'm going to do 1, 2 movements. And I actually need it in tombstone. Do I have to control the area to pull them off of?
No.
I can move. Okay, 1 in here.
1,
tree.
2.
No, I don't need that up there. Stop,
You
put
do
it back.
you said for tombstones.
I have 2 right here.
Oh, gotcha.
Stop it.
Helping.
No, you're not helping.
Shira, helping.
These are taken
Shira.
away. That's there. Stop. Stop.
Helping.
Stop. 1, 2, 3.
Don't just give my spots.
This double
Yeah.
tombstone.
7 points.
This is angel wings over here. This are this and this.
You are.
Woo! And this is here.
Okay.
Did I get anything else? I did the movement and I did this. Okay.
All right.
You did so well in this game.
Let's move
did
forward.
Did you descent?
We're down to the 3rd round. I did descent. I drew a card. Push yourself off. One more round and game's over. So we have 6 turns each.
Game's over, or we get to that track?
Game ends in one of 2 ways.
Oh.
Nightmares meet their mark, or so in the version we're playing, it takes a little bit longer to build this.
Yes.
So, okay, I need to summon. That's what I need to do. Because watch this, Shira.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, watch me. Ooh, watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the type is the wings. So 7 is exactly what I need to play this card. Summon at least 7 followers in a single
Good
turn.
job.
2 victory points. This crown goes down. Let me resolve my summon phase, and then we'll
I'm going to
move
start
forward.
preparing the decks for the next phase.
Each marked area produces 1. So the wing, and you got your wing.
I got my 1 wing.
Okay. Receive 1 movement point. So I'm going to have...
I think Alex actually had these
It's moved up.
unshuffled.
And then... oh, I could not have had 1 there.
Is there any way for you to accomplish it? No.
How did I have 3 there already?
Take it back.
Well, no, how did I have 3 there?
I don't know. Summoning? You summoned with the tree. Last time it was tree.
Yeah, I must have moved people in there, though. Can I not have moved... Like, it's such a dumb thing.
You can't protect.
It's
no.
such a... Yes! Yes!
No.
Yes!
No.
It's such a simple thing that if I just did math, I wouldn't be able to find it out.
No, because moving people in there is how you eliminated me.
No, only having 1 person in there could have eliminated you, period.
When did you have the other people in there?
I'm saying, I think I just arbitrarily shifted people into there. I wasn't being
It was
conscious
the
of
last
movements.
time when you had your
I did
movements.
movement my last time. Literally the last turn.
Fine.
Prepping for this whole entire action. Okay. I will
You're numbnuts.
I will literally take this person off the board. I'll just kill it.
Okay.
If I had paid attention, Shira, it would not be a problem.
Yep.
This is why I don't get rules right. Resolve 1 conflict. Is there any conflict happening? There is none. Okay. So this shuffles with.
Do we
this.
get rid of the cards in our hand?
Nope.
Oh, does the 2 decks shuffle with the 1 deck for their defense?
No. Those stay separate.
Okay.
These combine though. Dream cards. You have level 2 dream cards out.
Put them out already.
Cool. And we get to summon a nightmare.
Okay. Here's their defensive deck.
This is here. This board flips to a gaping maw.
Let's see the maw. Oh wow, it is a maw.
Gaping maw. It's a maw, Shira. It's a maw.
I see it.
It's a big old maw.
We're using the Nightmare Kitty.
The Nightmare Kitty, I believe, is supplement. So the Nightmare Kitty goes down,
Okay.
but it's something that you just get to do alongside the
It
Nightmare.
increases the devour limit by 3.
So, you want to grab... So many different... You want to grab 2 of them?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking... Okay. So, let's see which ones we have. We have the...
Which side do we choose?
Huh?
They're double-sided. With different abilities.
Yeah, I mean, whichever one you flip to. So we are using the trumpet horn. Command, move up to 4. You must devour 1 unit per area you move through or stop on unless the area is empty. And we have the nightmare, which is going to be the big face. Nope, it's the big stone face.
Which one?
It's the
This?
gargantuan face. Move exactly 3 in each area you must. Devour a shadow to climb 1 step. Devour a follower to climb 1 step. So right now our limit's going to be 15 because we're playing with the cat and both of these.
You don't add both of those?
No. Cat's the only one that adds any status to anything.
Okay.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, what are the abilities? So, the skeleton guy, if you command him, move up to 4, and you must devour 1 unit per area you move through or stop on, unless the area is empty. And the nightmare, move exactly 3 in each area, and you must devour a shadow to climb 1 step, or devour a follow to climb 1 step. Ooh, so cool. Okay. Ready.
Cool. Alright, you can confirm or dissent my action.
Which was
I took the followers.
One of my forts produce 2, or climb 1 step on the ritual track. I'm going to climb 1 step on the ritual track. Okay. I only have 1 more opportunity to control a monster. What do I need to... Actually, I'm not going to... That. I'm going to produce. One of my forts produces 2. And I need a... Produce 2. No, you're in there. I don't like you up there. There's 2 up in here. 1. 2. Okay, now.
Okay, what action are you taking?
Oh, I don't know. So many actions. And the Nightmare Kitty, whenever you command, move the Nightmare Kitty up to 2 spaces. Okay. Can I draw? Okay. I need to do stuff. I'm in the wrong spot to do stuff.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that about what you were doing. Yeah, I thought to myself, wow, she's in a terrible spot to do stuff. You thought about just not doing stuff?
I have thought about not doing stuff.
Okay. Not preferable? What's the you know?
When you have movement points, do you have to move yourself or can you move the shadows?
Have to move yourself, my dear.
Okay. Not quite what I want. I can't build any more levels on my fortress. You've stunk. So that upgrade is non-existent. Develop, I can upgrade. Develop, but I need cards. I can't ritual, and I can't summon.
Some of your cards you could play.
Cards
Have you read
are
through
not
your cards?
playable.
Okay.
Okay, fine. We're going to develop. Move me over to develop. I can play up to 3 cards. Maximum one of those can be an upgrade. I will be playing convert up to 1 unit in an area adjacent to your shaper.
Boo.
No.
Boo.
And then draw a card.
I draw a card by
Well-
dissenting.
I'm not done yet. I'm playing more cards. Ooh. Okay. Convert 1 unit in an area adjacent to your shaper. I did that, and then draw a card. I did so. And then I'm going to play this. Move up to 2 units from an area adjacent to your shaper into your shaper's area, and then perform a conversion.
This is up to, so.
Up to 2 units. It doesn't say up to 2 of my units.
No, it'd be any units.
There's really no one convenient to move in, though. I don't want to. Perform conversion in your shaper's area. 1, 2.
Is it 2 conversions?
Oh, 1 conversion.
I was gonna say, it's very aggressive.
1 conversion in your shaper's area, and then resolve 1 conflict. What do I want to fight? I'm gonna fight you down here.
Ooh, you're gonna die.
Okay.
I get to play 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Two
I get
shields.
to play one card?
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
This.
2 shields to attack.
1 shield, 1 attack.
I knock you out.
Okay.
Nope, that's me.
And then-
this goes away.
And then playing this card.
You get 3 cards?
Yep. Play up to 3 cards. At the end of your turn, move your dreamer to any night space and draw a card.
Cool. Where do you want to move your dreamer?
I want to move him to that middle zone.
Yeah, I figured that gives you
just-
the most support.
Your turn. You dissented or anything?
Mm,
Oh, and now I can draw up a dream card. Drawing that one up.
oh, we should both have 2 green dream cards.
Okay.
Because I played mine, right? Could you toss me 2 just from the top of the deck?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I triggered the castle with my dream card play.
Mm-hmm.
Big action. Oh, that's interesting.
Is it?
It's very complicated
Mm-hmm.
to do that specifically. What else is there? It is very complicated too. It's just not. I'm not going to be able to do that. It's very hard. Very hard. Oh man. Oh bother. Oh bother. Okay, I'm going to move here to movement. For movement, then eliminate 1 unit in an area with your followers, then perform a conversion in your shaper's area, then resolve 3 conflicts. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What is it?
4 movement. Then eliminate a unit in an area where we are. Perform a conversion. I cannot perform a conversion with my shaper because you got no people on the board. Resolve 3 conflicts. The only conflict I believe that's being resolved is here. You can play 1 card. I can play 3. Fetty?
Yes.
3 damage.
2 defense, 1 attack.
So I only get 1 damage through.
Yep.
I take your castle down by 1. That's so annoying, Shira. Do you have any cards that is?
Yes, 3 cards. Well, 2.
1 was a basic. So bothersome. So bothersome.
I didn't really mind it, honestly.
Okay, you can conform or dissent.
You are over there. I'm going to draw a card. Descent.
Okay, your turn. Moving over.
What's the development deck?
Huh?
What's the development deck? This?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, I like these. Stage 2 cards.
Stage 2 cards are fun.
That should not be over wherever it's at. 'Cause
Mine?
It's my turn. No, the black marker. It should be 1 ahead?
Yep.
Okay.
You got 4 turns left.
That's not very pleasant. Alright, I'm summoning. Go to over here. Summon.
Summoning.
Each area under your control produces 1. Not under my control. That's lame.
I'm gonna climb 1 spot. It's my descent action.
Each area produces 1. Each marked area produces 1, which is a
Trees.
tree.
So.
Tree down here.
Van.
And a tree up there.
Van.
Receive 1 movement point and then perform a conversion in your shaper's area. Receive a movement point and perform a conversion
No, my baby.
in your shaper's
My baby boy.
and
Oh.
then resolve a conflict. Bite me.
You bite me.
Okay. Playing a card? Are you playing a card?
What do you want? You're on that. Okay. You fighting me?
Yes. Play a card? Are you playing a card?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't like you.
Ready?
No.
Flip.
Wait. No. You're a bad person.
2 attack. We negate each other. We both stay on the board.
Bad person. Okay, my turn. I dissented.
You dissented? Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
All right. Oh man, what is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to do? Is the question that I'm asking you. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-boop, ba-doop-a-doop-boop-boop. I think we're gonna have to go over here, and we're gonna just some stuff. Draw 1 card. So draw a card. Climb on the ritual track. Climb on the ritual track. So you can spend followers or limbo to go ahead and start climbing. Double helix bird. Caca. Am I in no helix bird? Cacas?
You got 1.
Alright, I'm going to spend 3 immediately to do that there. Double. It's only, take 2 from here to move there. That moves a bird and allows me to spawn something. So I'll move and deflux you. Where's the nightmare? Nightmare's there. Or there. Oh gosh. Oh golly gosh. 1 there. 1 here. Crescent moon and grave. This is so painful. But now I get a nightmare action.
Now you get a nightmare action.
Everyone's excited for the nightmare
Which one
action.
are you moving?
Don't start with me. Move up to 4. You must devour 1 unit per space. Move exactly 3 in each area you must devour. Oh, and that pushes me up the track. That's kind of interesting. So where can I move? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So here's
Am
what
I
I'm doing.
consider followers or?
Here's what I'm doing. I'm doing the trumpet player. I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which trumpet player? Which one?
This guy.
This guy?
That guy.
You have to stop if the area is empty.
Is that what it says?
It says you must devour 1 unit per area you move through or stop on, unless the area is empty. I don't know. Does that mean?
Unless it's empty, you don't devour if it's empty. So I devoured 3 of mine, which is what I was trying to do. At the end of any player's turn, devour exactly 3 followers in a single turn.
It's not end of your turn.
I know,
though.
but I just accomplished that.
No, but you can't. Can I see it? If you're devouring any more people, then it's not exactly 3.
I'm not devouring anymore.
No?
No.
You're not moving the kitty?
The kitty doesn't have to devour me, though. Whenever you command a nightmare, move the nightmare kitty by up to 2 movement points before or after. If the nightmare kitty shares an area with a commanded nightmare, pounce to eliminate up to 2 units in the current area, or feast to devour 1 unit in the current area. I'm not going to have the cat exist in that area.
Seems so.
Cat's going to go there. So I can still continue moving up this track if I want.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to command a nightmare because I thought that'd be very cool. I am going to bucket off a tree to move that up. I'll bucket another tree to move that.
Moon?
No.
Moon and 2 trees. You can do it.
Can I?
2 trees.
I could.
1, 2.
Then I get 3 movement. This is all very painful.
It is.
No, I think I'll stop there. And then I get to do 1 free one. I will do the moon. No. I'll do the grave to move that up, because 1 free one will put me onto the victory points there. And then you can choose to confirm or dissent.
You are in conform, climb 1 step on the ritual track and produce 1 in any area. I'm going to climb 1 step on the ritual track and produce 1 in any area.
And you get to control a nightmare.
Yes, which devour a shadow or devour that. I'm controlling this nightmare.
Okay.
I get to
Cathedral.
produce 1 Produce one in any area. It doesn't have to be an area I control. So, he... can we move the cathedral now?
You don't like it?
No, not
Why?
anymore, because I want to see the board better and all the lines. So, command, move exactly 3 in each area you must. So, he is going to move. Is that connected? Yeah. Ooh. 1. Devouring you. You're a follower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I'm not on the blue. Put you back.
No.
I don't know if I can move him. There's no shadows.
You can move him to an area that doesn't.
It says, in each area you must devour.
But if there's no one there, you don't.
Okay.
So you can move him to a neutral area if you want it.
Okay. So I'm going to do 1.
Oh, well, you have people there. You have to devour your person.
1.
Yep.
2.
Yep.
So, for mine, I climb 1 blue step.
Which you can't do.
Can't do.
But then the other little guy, you'd climb a
gray
gray.
step.
Okay.
And now he's gonna move. He's going to move over here and eat 1 more of mine.
Okay.
Which allows me to climb another blue step.
And you get to spawn 2 units.
2 units. I was allowed to spawn 1 unit from what was I? Oh, because climb 1 step and then produce. When I climbed onto here, oh, I couldn't have done that. Moving back. 1, 2, 3. Put the followers back.
What's happening?
Because I moved onto a blue step. I only can move a gray. That's this.
Gotcha.
That and then produce 1.
Alright, so it's your turn.
It is my turn.
So push my guy back, and...
Still get to put 1 out, which...
No, not really.
I'll put 1 out.
Not really, though, you know?
Okay. Your guy's up here. My guy's going here, which I am just building a level for free.
I get to confirm or deny that.
Mm-hmm.
Deny, spend 2 of your followers to build 1 fort level. Sure. Might as well try to secure some points.
And it's going to be your turn.
Alright. What is it that I want to do at this point? There's so
Did you move this ahead?
No, it's there. I've got 2 turns left. You've got 3 turns left.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the develop action. So play up to 2 cards, a maximum of 1, maybe an upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade my maneuver action, and then I can. I can't play another card. Oh, can I have a top tech dreamer? Or can I actually look at them?
Mm-hmm.
I should have looked at them earlier, but at the end of last turn. Da, da, da. Interesting. Sure, I'll take that. Okay. Then I draw 1 card.
Your fortress is this.
And it's on to you. Oh, okay, is it?
Yes, because
Gotcha.
there's a card that references both words, and it's
Gotcha.
something like that. So
It's your personal home
Yes.
versus your forts.
Yep. All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm. Would you confirm or dissent?
I did. I drew 2 cards. Going there. Produce 1 in any. Draw a card. Produce 1 in any area, and then climb up steps. So.
You're kind of too aggressive with these steps things.
I need to have all of these things. So, I've got 1, 2. I need another this and a tree. I need a tree and a tomb.
You
So
do not
that's
have a tomb.
probably going to be where I produce. And then figure that one out when I get there. Alright, for starters, 1. I am doing this and a moon.
Yeah, but now you're moving nightmares.
Now I'm moving nightmares.
That could...
Mess up things. Oh, I know. Alright. I still want to move him because he's really cool.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
He pushes you up.
But he does push me up.
Blue.
He pushes me up.
Blue, gray, blue. Wow.
Devour all these.
Nice. Excuse you, there's a castle there.
Then I also get to move the kitty.
Yep.
Which, whenever you command, okay, I'm changing the way I did it. Oh.
You can't really change the way you did it for that sequence.
Where did I spawn one into?
Into the gravestone down here.
This gravestone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm putting him in here.
Okay.
Instead. I could have mathed it out better.
Yeah. I'm not...
I get to do... But... Which comes first? Me doing the kitty first? Because it's still part of the nightmare?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you command another nightmare, move the nightmare kitty up to 2 movements. If he shares an area with the commanded nightmare, pounce to eliminate up to 2 units.
Or feast and devour 1. And remember, devour is victory points.
I know.
So you could move up to the tree, and you could devour 1 up there.
No, I didn't. I needed to do more.
I hear. It's almost like you're winning the game, and you're still complaining about it.
Fine.
You literally have all 3 of your level 3 towers out. You're the top of the chart with devour.
Okay.
And you're the top of the chart here. And
now
you're like,
I get to add...
Oh no, I cannot do everything perfectly.
Get to add 2 people now. Alright. I've got a moon. This. What are you up here? A tree. I need a tombstone. And then I'm gonna need that all again if I can make it there.
You also have this, remember. It won't move you up red, but...
No.
Mm-mm.
That's annoying.
But it would move you up blue, which will allow you to flap your wings and convert something.
Okay. We'll put another one here. Alright. We're moving up here by pulling off these 4.
2,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
And then these guys to move me up here, which allows me, doesn't get me what I need right yet. He can't move anywhere. There's no one on the board. He can't reach anything. Okay. It's 1 space?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could also save it if you wanted, but...
Yeah, I'll save it. Okay.
Okay.
Drat! I only devoured 4 things.
I drew a card. I wish I had enough people to do any of those actions. I don't. We're going to summon. Each area under your control produces 1. 1.
No, it says I can climb, spend the units in limbo to climb.
That's
red.
a new ability. I don't have that ability card, so... Cool.
My last spec.
Horrible.
Why? It's points.
Then perform, okay, each marked area produces 1, receive 1 movement point.
Oh, and I get a free climb, which I'll take that free climb.
Movement point over here. Converting you.
Excuse you.
Resolve 1 conflict. You and I are fighting in this area again.
Okay.
Okay. 3 damage, 2 attack.
2 defense, 1 attack.
Stop it!
And take off 1.
Okay.
Congratulations.
You can confirm or dissent.
You went to upgrade?
Yep.
One of your forts produces 2, or climb a grave step on the ritual track. I'll climb a grave step on the ritual track.
This is so annoying.
My turn. Move me over to fort. I spend 0 money to put him out.
No, Shiva.
You can confirm or dissent.
You
can dissent.
I can dissent. I'll draw a card. So frustrating.
So that was my turn. Your turn. I think I I think I'm one less turn.
No, you're not.
No?
You're not. We're both 6.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Literally the marks.
No, I'm saying, like, I think when you said I had 3 turns left, I think that was before I did this turn. And then I moved to
I was
4.
on my 3rd turn.
Okay.
You had 3 turns left. Alright. I need to do...
Nothing.
So much. I'm gonna go here as well. I'm gonna pay 3 followers. It just builds forts.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. Receive 5 movement point, command 1 nightmare, then perform 2 conversions in your Shaper's area, then resolve 3 conflicts. It's the level 3 card. Very powerful. 5 movement points. 1, 2,
To descent.
3, 4, 5. Then command 1 nightmare. Who do I want to command? This is probably the one that's the most cool to command, right? Shadow goes up gray. Followers go up... Oh, I could have lined that up. Interesting. So let's bring this back. Let's bring this back. Let's set this one here. And set... Can't quite get a sequence.
You can move him back and forth. Gray, blue, gray.
This one here. Okay, alright, let's see what's happening. So, I'm moving this exactly 3. So, I want to do gray. I want to do blue. Blue, blue. So, wasn't I already there?
Mm-hmm.
How did I get there?
Mm-hmm.
Either way, blue, blue.
Those go up onto the Devour track.
Yep.
You want points, don't you?
I do. This lets me move my wing beast and do a convert if I want. I'm going to get to convert 2 at the end of this anyway, so I'm actually not going to do that. I get 3 more movement. I'm not going to really use that either. I mean, maybe I'll move this one up. No, I'll move this one here. I can pop the cat if I want. Cat can move 2. 1, 2. The cat's not going to be able to reach. 1, 2. Then... Yeah, okay. So, then perform 2 conversion in your Shaper's area. Shaper's going to convert you. Then resolve 3 conflicts. Conflicts happening there, conflicts happening here. So I want to start with this conflict up here.
Which one?
The top one.
Top one where
This
you can
one right
play
here.
1 card?
Yep. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. Dead.
Yep, you murder me.
Okay.
Then I would like to resolve this conflict. Okay. 2 shield, 2 attack.
2 attack.
It's always 1 Shira. It's always fun. Okay. Climb at least 2 blue steps on the ritual track in a single turn. I do get that.
What are you doing?
Can I see the marketplace?
2 blue steps? Okay.
Yeah, can I see the marketplace?
Yes.
So frustrating.
Yes, it is.
Alright, and you can confirm or deny.
I already did. What do I want to do?
Yeah.
Going to... There's really not much for me to do. Going here. And spawning stuff in each area under your control produces 1. 1, 1. 1, 1. And then each marked area produces 1 tombstones. Put 1 up there. Down there. Receive 1 movement point and then perform a conversion in your shaper's area. We will move you over here.
No, stop it. Leave me alone, Shira. Leave me alone.
And then resolve 1 conflict by putting you down there.
Okay. Oh, this should be gone. 1 attack.
Attack. Take each other out.
Ping, ping.
It's worth it.
It's not worth it. It's very cruel and
You
unnecessary.
can conform more descent up there.
For, what was that, summons?
Yeah.
I can only descent, climb 1 gray spot on the ritual track. So I will do just that.
Alright.
Okay.
Your last turn.
Yeah, last
What you
action.
doing?
I'm very sad.
I don't know who has it, actually.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see.
You've done a lot of those dumb blue cards.
I've done so many dumb blue cards.
You haven't triggered the actions I wanted you to trigger. Which has been very sad.
Man, I don't have what I would like to have, and I really wish I had more of that. And I'm sad, and I'm sad, and I'm so sad. Sad, happy, sad, 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 sad. It's really, really fortunate that you have all that, and I really don't like what you've got. Oh man, wow, this is really hot, and it's hot, and it's hot, and it's hot, hot, hot.
Go.
Ani, I'm thinking, there's not a lot I can actually do with this last turn. I'm going to go there to spawn, because I cannot control the nightmares anymore. So all of these spots are going to summon. Marked area is going to be, what is that, the eagle thing? Yeah. So this one gets 1, you get a blue, and this one gets nothing. Then perform a conversion in my shaper's area. I get 1 movement point, and then I can perform a conversion. I will stay where I am. Perform a conversion. Then resolve 1 conflict. I will fight you here.
Okay.
Really going for it, you know.
Yeah.
Really going for it. You can choose to send or descent, and then you've got your last action, and that's the game.
I'm conforming 1 of my...
I think you've absolutely destroyed me. I'm so upset about it, too.
I'm climbing 1 step with it. I'm descenting, and then I'm going to over here and...
Build a fort.
Building
Yeah.
my fort.
Oh, man. All right, let's do victory points. I'm
All right.
so disappointed about where we are. I thought I was going to do so much
I
better.
think you have it.
I don't.
No?
No. This 13-point swing, freaking major. Okay, final scoring. Ritual track. So, for wherever you are on the ritual track, so 13 plus 5.
18.
And I have 5 plus 7.
12.
12.
You keep track of yours.
You get 1 victory point for each 2 level, and 2 victory points for each 3 level. So
2, 4, 6.
So 12, 13.
24.
Okay, 13 to 24. Devoured units, 8 and 5. So I get 8, and sadly you get 5.
Okay, 29.
13, 21. Okay. Upgrades, if you have any upgrades that score you, I have 1.
You don't?
So 22.
Okay.
22 to 29.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to these.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. How many?
43.
What was I at?
You were at 22.
22. 41.
Oh man, that was close. Whew. Held out strong. Good job. You did
I was
so well.
almost there. Do I complete any of these? I Could I have completed this?
I could have completed this. So if you had completed that, I would have discarded one of mine and completed this for 2 points.
Nonsense. I was trying to do this for the longest time.
Control at least 3 areas with the same symbol. Control have a fort or more followers.
I kept fighting you there because I had all the others. I had the other 2. I just needed this to go to 0, and I had it.
Oh, yeah.
I had it. 5 points.
You were not...
5 points.
I was trying to devour at least 5 followers or shadows in a single turn. I devoured 4 and eliminated in any way, including devouring at least 4 shadows.
So we could have triggered nightmares a little earlier in this game.
Yeah.
Based on... Oh, I wonder how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we were actually only a few devours away from triggering endgame that way as well. The method we went was through dream cards, which is a little bit more advanced and a little bit slower to trigger the nightmares. What do you think? Thoughts?
I like it. I think I want the nightmares to have a bigger impact. That's my initial impression. Like, I didn't feel that they were so impactful. I think our card play and our everything else going on in the game was more impactful than the feel the nightmares gave.
With it being so close, though, down to 2 victory points, the nightmares actually had a decent impact. Just it might not have felt as impactful all the time, but they definitely have manipulation. And
I need to play these cards better.
Every sequence, you have 2 different.
Yeah, I need to play these dream cards better because they're vital.
I think this is a fantastic 2-player.
Yeah.
I want to play it, at 4. I want to see how it works there. It might be a little bit too chaotic, but for I think the nightmares.
Does the board change or there's?
It does. There's more spots.
Okay.
I think the nightmare balances out a 2-player game in a really nice way.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. If you made it to this part, I'm sure you're already a backer of the game, but. Whatever the case.
Whatever you do.
Remember to do the important thing.
Get out and play some.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you.